Go get your brushes, go get your paint. This is how you do it, the Shoshie way. I'm gonna teach you, be ready to learn. 'Cause when I'm done, it's your turn. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear what I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above, and if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
Hey guys, we are live. It is Shoshie with Shoshie's Minis. I'm so sorry because I can't really hear what's going on if my music is like ending, and so I didn't know if I was going to be live yet. So anyway, we're live. Yay! Hey, Painting Critics, how's it going? We've got Han Solo. I hope this works. This is my vinyl Han Solo, and I'm painting him just for the fun of it. He's been in my studio for about 5 years, and I'm finally getting around to it. I'm hoping you can hear me. Mike is working in the same space as me today, so he is also in a meeting online. We're kind of trying to respect each other's space by being a little bit quieter, both of us. But anyway, this is Han Solo. Welcome, and I'm just going to be painting him and chatting with you guys and having fun. It'll be a little different from my regular stream. Not bad, you're doing work. It's awesome that you get to have me in the background. Yeah, definitely. And I'm happy to just jabber at you, painting cricks. Here is, I had a little trouble because I had to adjust my camera and the lighting and everything. So I had trouble because it gets blown out a little bit. So I'm just gonna do the best I can with what I've got. And I'm painting right now the white primer onto his shirt, 'cause that actually never ended up getting put on. So that's what's going on first. Let me know if you can hear Mike. His face is not even done. It's just started. I've got so much more to do. That's just like base coats on everything. But yeah, I did get his eyes blocked in at least. So now we're just getting all of the primer on the white. Vinyl doesn't want to take brushed on paint very well, so we're just gonna kind of cross our fingers. Hope that this goes on okay. And I'm probably gonna do a couple coats of this because his vinyl has yellowed over time. It's funny because it actually looks like the kind of cream color that probably should be for the shirt, because the shirt is supposed to be ivory. We'll see. You're so jealous, it means you need to practice more. Sure, definitely. We all need to practice more, right? Yeah. So my only thing is I can't set this down because he's so big. I just kind of have to deal with it. You know what? I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stream like this with Mike talking in the background. It's really difficult for me to concentrate. So I might not talk the entire time, and I apologize if that's the case. Let's do what we can, right? Everybody's got to figure this out. Starting to look like paint, not vinyl. What are you working on, Cricks? Painting Cricks? Are you working on work? And what is your work? You don't have to tell me if you're in the middle of it. Wait, I'm just gonna make the chat. That way. work, yeah. Is it okay? If you're working, then I won't bug you too much. I think you and a couple other people are watching, so that's good. This is a subscriber-only stream, so I expect this to be kind of small, especially since this is the second one I'm doing. I can't use my hairdryer either because Mike is on his chat. It takes a special skill to be able to hold a model under your camera, so that you get to see it and I still can paint it. See how it's beating? You can't even see how it's beating up. Kind of see how it's beating up right there. It looks like milk. Kind of spread over the arm. Thin it out so that it hopefully dries. Once it gets kind of adhered to the vinyl, we'll be good to go. Until then, it's going to be a pain in the ass. That's why I wanted to do this first. Nothing exciting, special, working on a report. Okay. Well, I think I'd rather be painting than working on a report, if I'm honest. I will try not to make you too jealous. Obviously, the more paint that is getting in the primer from the palette is probably causing this to milk up on me like it's doing. So, move this over here so I can fill it. You get to see more of my desk. Definitely, I'm gonna paint after dinner. Nice. I made corned beef and cabbage last night for dinner. I made it was like spot on too. It was like really tender, really yummy. And now, primer. You know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to use some of this 3D prime. Maybe it will adhere a little differently. This doesn't have the, so I just got this from Badger, and it comes with this translucent surface smoother, which this, I don't think it needs that. I'm going to try to see if this formula is any different from my other bottle of primer, just to test it. It looks like it might be a little thicker. We'll have to see. It does self-level. That is nice, right? Because it's a 3D printer formula. Not drying very, or the older one. The other one isn't. I just want 2 coats, and once I get the coats of white on here, I can start colorizing it, right? You really want to make some corned beef and cabbage? What I love is you can just stick it in there and just set it, and then you know, when you come back to it, it's done. It's like it cooks itself. You don't really need to do much. See how you can see how it beaded up on his collar here, despite being some primer on there. Try this printer primer. All right, I'm flipping him. See if I can flip him so you can see him. Ah, I don't want to touch. I already got paint on me. Ugh. Tragedy. Okay, balance him on his boot while they get this part of his collar. Nice. Hold it like. Okay. I think I got a good enough start to him, and I think everything is front. He started the prime. Wait, gotta get this bit around his. Hey, Lamunas, how are you? Good afternoon. I got your models and your paint. I got the Dark Star paints. I'm gonna try these out a little bit on this belt buckle right here. I got the mailman paint. I'm really excited about these. So Lamuna says, commission me to do 2 models. Sorry, I wish. 2 models one from Nocturna and one from Michael Contreras. Sorry, I dropped my keyboard. Michael Contreras. And I've never painted anything from either of those companies, so I'm really curious to see how they look. Well, as soon as I get a good spot here completed, I will set this aside and we'll look at Lamunas' models. Lamunas' models. Say that 3 times fast. Lamunas' models, Lamunas' models, Lamunas' models, Lamunas' models. Hey, Kapaka. Hold on, I'm going to show everybody. I'm going to set this down. I'm going to grab my keyboard. And I'm going to put up the cardboard in between me and Mike so that I can concentrate. I'm back. Slightly better, kind of. Not really. Too much distraction. Let's look at, so first of all, we have this beautiful baby. The League. 150 millimeter. I don't know what that means. Earth Element. This is the Michael Contreras bust. I'm just opening this now. Oh, and you left the art card in here. That means I'm going to have to try to remember. Okay. I'm going to have to try to remember to return that. Pretty. So. Oh, wow. Okay, let's take this out. We'll just return the whole box to you. That way. Hey, Pun Expected, how are you?
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to say something.
Mike! Sorry. So loud. All right, here's, oh, she's gonna be so pretty. What is on her tummy? There's like primer? I don't know what's on her. Looks like maybe mold release or something. Anyway, booty. We've got a booty. That's a nice booty.
I'm going to another room for my...
Yes. All right, let's open up this stuff. I'm just curious for how her face and everything looks. All right, good. Oh, look at this. So unfortunately, I can't hold her too close to the camera because my camera is raised up. This is Michael Contreras painting critics. Oh, she's kick ass. Look at that. And then she's got this arm. Really well sculpted. Michael is a really amazing sculptor. Oh yeah, that's, so if you look, it doesn't have a little widget to hold on to that. So that arm goes there. Holding the apple, she's like Eve. I love her. And she's got little, I don't know what these are, like little horns, I'm guessing. I don't know where those go, but we'll figure that. Oh, no. I don't know where those go. I'll have to look at the box. Anyway, I don't know. Lamunis, do you know where these go? Alpaca says hi, Mike. Alpaca says hi, Mike. No, Kapaka. Alpaca 42. Who makes her? Sorry, didn't catch. Oh, Michael Contreras. Here's the scan code if you want to try. That's going to work. Try to scan it from, it probably can't because it looks completely different. Anyway, you can go to mcontraros.com to get his works. Anyway, I love this bust already. You'll find out. You'll find out where those go because I can't tell from the model. Oops. Unexpected. Michael Contreras. Here, I'll show you the box. C-O-N or K-O-N-T-R-A-R-O-S. I think he is Greek. I think. 100% sure. By the way, Maluminous, do you want me to just do my thing and do whatever I want as far as color scheme, or would you like it to be kind of similar to the box art? I can go either way. I can also Shoshify the box art. Hi, Mikey B. Is that who I think it is? Mikey B, is that you? Are you Mikey B? There's a new follower, Mikey B 253161. Is that you or is that? Okay. Sorry, Mikey B. I mistakenly thought you were my husband because his name is also Mikey B. Or Mike B. I can't get her head out of the thing and I need to. There we go. Yes, 25% of right now. What? Wait, what did I miss? Oh, 25% off right now. Ooh, I might have to pick this up. Next to Minis, hello. Do my thing. Yes, that's my plan. You're adding that to your pile of saved links? Yes. I think I'm adding it to my, well, we'll see when I get it done. Sometimes just painting somebody else is enough for me. And then I have it, the urge is sated. Satiated? Satiated. All right, here's the other one. And this box is heavy. So there's a lot of resin in this one. So this is the Air Bust, and this is Nocturna. Nocturna, there's the artwork on the back, and she's cute. And there she's got like birds and a black swan. Okay, I love Nocturna's packaging. They really make it feel really special. Okay. Got a couple big pieces. These are all little birdies. Oh, because she's the air. This is like the cloud. Here, I'll pull this down here so you can see this better. And then this must be the gal. Here we go. Nixon says, okay, Mikey B says, nope, just happy to make a live stream for a little while before going to work. Oh, I'm so glad, Mikey. Well, this happens to be a subscriber-only stream, so you'll only probably be able to watch a little bit of it anyway. But you're welcome to come back. Tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming for everybody. Oh, look at her. She is cute. And I'm definitely going to have to show you guys how to do, I'm going to have to show you guys how to do transparent cloth with this, because she has what looks to be transparent cloth. Okay, that is awesome. So that goes right here. Hold on. Wait, I gotta put this cloud thing on first. Hold on. Okay, so this goes. Figure this out. There we go. There's gonna be gaps. Whoa. Hold on. Like that. There. Okay, so that fits like that. And then she goes in here. Supposed to go there. And then there's a whole bunch of like birds and swans and stuff, I think, that go in front of her. Let's check this part out. There. That's pretty. Yep, here's the whole, there's like a whole bunch of swan parts right here. You see. There's a big difference in how this model is cut. Oh, you know what? Here we go. There we go. Air, get it? Air we go. Gosh, that's terrible pun. Anyway, this is going to be amazing. You're getting a good deal on this one, Lamunas, because if I would have seen this, how she's put together, I probably would have done a different price point because she's a little involved. I think she'll be fine though. So overall, you're pretty happy with the 3D primer. Yes, however, like I said in the video, there's a lot more yet to be tried out, I think. How's this go? But yeah, I think the 3D primer is going to work out really well. It's hard to say. I think it goes like this, and then she slips together like a puzzle. This and then this. Yeah. And then there's swan pieces and hair. I guess that goes. That's amazing. This is such an amazing bust. Is she Athena? Who is she? Air. Who is the goddess of the air? I don't even know. That's going to be this is going to be a really stunning bust. We might have to talk, Luminous, about the deadline for these, because I feel like I want to spend a little more time on this one. So I might not do it in a month. I might take a little longer. We'll see. But you won't be disappointed no matter what happens. And you're going to get a good deal. So just so you guys know, Lamunis is supporting me in the best way that anyone possibly can. And that's by commissioning me. Because for me, Like I need to work. I need to work and I need to be painting. And I love teaching and I love Twitch, but it doesn't do the same thing. And obviously I'm not a full-time Twitch streamer and I don't want to be. So being able to work on actual commissions is the absolute best way to support me during these times, especially because we don't know what's going to happen to my business in this whole mess. Who knows how long I will have. You have as long as you want. That is awesome. One of the things I like about these little subscriber streams, they feel a little bit more intimate. There's less people. You guys, you know, it just feels like I don't have to be as on guard, if that makes sense. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I don't have to be as on, right? All right, let me get out. Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. Here we go. I'm gonna get this color because I didn't get that before. And this is thickening up a little bit. Ooh, what is this? Gross. Oh. Just a cheap old crappy brush in. This is primer still. I'm trying to figure out. Because we love you. Exactly. Yes. And that's the thing is that. So yesterday I had somebody on and I could literally not tell if they were just being trollish or if they were just being contrary. But I felt like when I was doing the stream with the primer that I was just being questioned over and over again, and I was starting to get a little irritated, and I try not to show it. That's the kind of thing that on my regular streams, like on my subscriber streams, like you said, I know that you love me or whatever. I know I don't have to worry about anything. So I'm just more relaxed. I'm gonna be more chill. So much easier. Yeah, I really think those busts are gorgeous. You guys are gonna love seeing those painted. Although I will say that there's probably a good amount that I will not do on stream. Just because sometimes I have to get in my zone and it's really, I mean, maybe for subscriber streams I can do that. But for regular streams, I have this expectation that I have to be on, I have to be teaching constantly. And it's a lot harder to get into my zone. Especially for a commission. Hey, Amberden. Which primer? Right now I'm using that 3D primer, but only because it seems like it has a little bit of a thicker formula than my other. And I also didn't shake the other one that well, so yikes. I had him hooked on my... All right, so now this is primer, this is primer, this is actual paint, this is paint. So now we're gonna start, I'm trying to think about how the best way to tackle him. I just realized I've got to do more primer over here. How are you doing, Amberden? What have you been working on? Anything outside again? Are your neighbors going nuts with your wood chipping? Face and eyes look awesome. You know, I was just telling Painting Cricks that the face and eyes are not even done yet. We've got so much more to do, and if they look awesome now, just wait. They'll look 10 times more awesome. You can't see this because his gun is in the way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's just primer, so that's, I want to get that coated. So then I can go back and fix all the little mistakes and blobs that are all over the place. Applying power tools to digging holes. Oh, that sounds kind of fun. You're not wearing yourself out too much, are you? You're taking breaks and resting when you need to? Sometimes it's easy to overdo it when you're kind of on your own. All right, so in the directions for this are hilarious because it definitely talks about dry brushing. Okay. Mike, You're driving me nuts with those pistachio shells. Sorry, guys.
Alright.
I had a little flip out there.
There's one more in there and I gotta find it.
I know. Could you guys hear that?
Oh,
They can probably hear it. Tell me you guys heard it. They think it's funny that I yelled at you. Somebody clip that. I want to save that one. Yup, probably should be taking less breaks and more work. Armbrand says, sure, we heard it. Crunch, crunch. He's got a bowl of pistachio shells and give it to me. He's doing this and I can hear it. He's looking for the one, I found it right away. One, there's two right there. That's how I'm good. You don't have to go through it.
You just put them back. Now
I know. No, go upstairs.
There's one.
Diamond says, Shoshie, we heard it, but we love Mike too, and we know he's home too. Diomedes is on your side. See? All right, I'm going to take some of this dark warm gray, and I'm going to add it to this blue color because I want to lighten it just a smidge. I don't actually know if that's going to work for me. Hold on. We'll try it. No, I lied. We're going to use instead this bright neutral gray. A nut with his nuts. I didn't say it. Amber didn't say it.
I don't know if I like it.
No. Okay. And the original blue that I used was, I think, this dark gray blue, I think, or, oh, maybe not. Dark blue. It was this dark blue. Ooh, wait. Now I don't know which one I used. Let's just put them both on the palette. Ooh. Holy cow, that's dark. I needed to shake that because super dark. That's going to be my shadow color right there. And if it, all right, and then this one. All right, we do entertain. Check Facebook message later. I screen cap where I think that piece goes. Oh, good, thank you. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, so that was the original blue. This is the original blue that I used for his pants, dark gray blue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my smoosh brush from Rosemary and Company, which is funny because you know how, you can't even see that, can you? Rosemary and Company, it's too far away. Rosemary and Company Mike is gone now, and I feel so much even more relaxed. I'm going to mix some of that with some of this blue to make a lighter blue. Not a lot lighter, but just a little bit, because I want to dry brush on his pants. Otherwise, this is going to take freaking forever. And I'm just going to hit kind of highlights, and I might end up knocking it back down a little bit with the darker blue. Okay. When you're painting something big like that, you don't have to be perfect. Dry brushing is perfectly legitimate. And also it gives it a little texture too. It even says in the directions to dry brush. Cool. Like acid wash jeans a little bit. Directions are just suggestions, exactly. So then if I take a little bit of that regular dark blue without the gray in it, and then I can go over this, I hope. I'm gonna wipe off as much as I can. And then I can kind of scumble it and blend it in. See how that works? Blend it in a little bit so it's not, so you don't see those brush marks as much. Yeah, that made a big difference, didn't it? Do a little bit again, wiping off most of the blue and then getting back. See how it did? And I'm using little circular, this is what I call scumbling, when I'm using little circular buffing motions like that, give the pants some texture. Directions are what you blame it all when it goes wrong. Yes, exactly. All right, again, wiping off the brush, getting this part over here. Do that. Knee. I probably need to go back and do the boots and everything that way as well with a little bit of lighter, okay, a little bit of lighter gray. All right, good. Now we have some dimensionality. And see how much better that already looks? I mean, now I'm seeing on camera a lot of those brush marks. So I'm gonna take my darker blue back and I'm just gonna scumble in with the regular blue. So it's gonna give it a little layer over the top of that lighter blue, but not completely hide it. It does. Now, let's see what happens if I do my shadows now, because I think the shadows are going to make a big difference. This is completely wet. If you can get the paint out. Mostly. That's the only problem with dry brushes, is that it's hard to clean them. Starting to come out. If I have to, I'll put some. All right, so now I want to use a synthetic brush. I've been painting him with mostly synthetic brushes. This is just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take this dark blue and in these pockets, I'm going to paint in his shadows. This particular paint has a nice, a little bit of a transparent quality to it, so it's perfect. And then I can rinse and then feather the edges of that a little bit so that doesn't have those crispy lines. That's already really pretty. Try brush. Blend. Underneath the holster, there needs to be some kind of little drop shadow. That looks more three-dimensional. And that can have a sharp, heavy line. Because again, it is creating a darker shadow. Smooth. All right, have fun painting, Cricks. And Kapak is gonna lurk, no problem. Look away. Paint the crotch for a minute. And dry brush it. Or buff it, rather. Wrong. Anytime I see a little fold in the fabric, I'm going to give it a little shadow under it. And then blend it. And some of these are real small and subtle. Getting there though. Ooh, some kind of hair was in my paint there. Here, I'm sounding like Bob Ross. Happy little shadows. Okay. A lot more right here. Yeah, look at how that is looking already. Good. The mega scale makes it very easy to see. I agree. Yeah, and you can apply all of these techniques to a smaller model as well. That's what's really cool about me doing a large scale model is, like I said, all of these techniques can go to a smaller model. And this is basically my same approach. I'm using bigger brushes and such. All right, now just don't succumb to the temptation to add Bob Ross Happy Little Tree or Cabin. Yes, you know what's wrong with sounding like Bob Ross? Not a darn thing. Aw, cute. Okay, I'm gonna put right by his, got some kind of little seam. I'm gonna paint both sides of that seam and the top of it. And then I'm just gonna blend it a little bit with the bigger brush. So I have experience actually painting large scale things, from painting scenery for shows at in high school. I was in drama club and I was in the set department, and I would have to paint props and all kinds of stuff like that to look realistic. And you definitely want things to show up from stage. So all right, watch this knee. It's going to get real interesting here. My shadow. Now we buff with the bigger brush so we don't have those crunchy edges. Like I said, this particular paint color, it's kind of like an ultramarine blue, and ultramarine blue is a really nice transparent color, which always looks really good over other colors. I'm kind of using the light from the overhead also to help me see where my shadows and highlights are. Right next to that seam, because there's going to be a little, where the fabric goes in, you want there to be a shadow. Looking good. And very natural. Some places I want a little bit darker. Not too dark, because pants still need to read as kind of that dark blue, that kind of gray blue color. So I can go back in with that gray blue color and just put that in as a mid-tone in some spots, right where we've got too light. We can always come back with our highlight color. Do a nice darkness up here, because not only is there a lot of things over, whenever there's things over, right, we're going to shade. just gonna blend that all in, and we'll highlight it back later. Okay. Let me take a look at it. I think I need more shadows right here by this holster. I'm gonna leave that relatively strong shadow because buff it out later if I need to. Let's buff out a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna flip him over. Ooh. Sorry about that. Okay. See if I can. I don't know if this is gonna work, but hopefully you can see this okay. Let me know if I need to move that back up. Yeah, I need to move it back up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go adjust my camera. And booty, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna fix my camera. You can see a lot more on my desk now. So now I can hold him up so you can see better. Hands, booty. So, go in here. Again, all along this seam and this belt, right? Because this is underneath those, in these shading. So we've got paint laid in, and I just buff it so that it doesn't have a sharp line. Mike. All his normal little cubicle noises I'm very sensitive to today. He's my new cubby buddy, right? Now, I might actually need a little purple in these shadows because this blue is just not quite cutting it. It's not quite dark enough. Purple will make it look a little bit more deep. So, or we can try it. No, that's the other. Transparent purple. I'm going to put a little bit of transparent purple in there. Yeah, he is big, unexpected. Just the redness in the purple is going to give a little depth to this blue. What's cool, what we were talking about, oh yeah, that's nice. Add a little blue to that because that's a little too purpley. One of the things we were talking about earlier, unexpected, is actually that's almost too purpley. There. Feather it. And let me try adding purple to this original blue that I have. Kind of. Yeah, there we go. It's too red. So instead we're gonna try a little black. I don't know what's gonna happen. It might be too desaturated. We'll see. We'll try black. I'm mixing black with my original blue color to try to get a darker gray because the purple was not working. Yeah, oh, not yet. I like the blue on the front. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, I'm just blocking in those colors. And now with this, I can kind of try to feather the edge a little bit so it looks natural. So far, so good. It's so much easier to get things blended with a big brush. Now, right now I got dark color on my highlight. That's okay, because I'm going to come back and go over it with the lighter color after the fact. That's fine. This whole back half of the leg should have a lot of shadow on it, because guess what? There's not as much light hitting the back of the leg. Tumble that all the way up top of. How are you doing, Unexpected? Right. I feel weird about painting a scratch on stream, especially when it's like this. Oh well, I'll just deal. Again, shading. And then wherever the light is giving me a highlight, I'm leaving that alone. And coming back in and buffing. Shadow in. It's almost like a comic book shading right now. Booty. Okay, and then a little bit with this lighter color. Give it a little highlight. This is the gray and the lighter blue, right? Oops. No, 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 no. That's probably too much. What I'll do is I'll just buff this in, and then we'll go back over it with the darker color till we get it to be the right amount of brightness. Ugh. I'm not self-conscious about what I'm doing right now at all. No. We're painting a Han booty, which I'm really happy this model has one. A lot of models I've seen in the past with Han have no booty. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I'm 12 now. I put a little darker blue here. Come on, you need to know this if you're going to paint girls' butts, so just deal. There we go. Now it's not quite so bright. And all I did was I took the darker blue and I'm scumbling that over the lighter blue, so we're getting kind of another little filter layer. That's too bright, isn't it? Unexpected is doing well. Yeah, it's just another armpit, exactly. Hi, Mikolas, how are you? Just finished Don't Rock Car and not being able to paint for a month. Doing prep work on KDM Easter minis for last year now. Want to try to paint them in time for Easter. Awesome. Han Booty cheered you up. Awesome. The 30 Studio. You appreciate me. Great. So now again with the lighter over the, wait, I want to do the darker colors first. So this is just black and the blue. And dark shadow in here and on the inner thigh. Inner thigh, oh my. Okay, now we can buff. Using the little circle movements. Like it. I'll leave that big highlight on his butt. Like it. Okay, now I need again the lighter color with the lighter blue, and I'm gonna try and just hit these folds that are sticking up on his pants, right? Get those real quick. Go against the green right there. Those. And then again with this circle motion to just blend. See how that, just that circling motion blends it so nice so you don't have as many of those little dry brushy marks. Right, then we take our darker blue again, wipe off most of it, and go over those marks. Create the filter. I take a couple layers. Blue. Your eye keeps getting drawn to his booty though, that's okay. Once I stand him up, it won't be as noticeable because he'll have these other highlights in place and stuff. I don't mind. I mean, like I said, once he stands up, here, it still looks bootylicious. Okay, we're gonna put some more light tones on. See, it isn't doing a little circle, what that does. And we've already got the shadows on this side, so look at how much that pops. And then we connect that to the booty right there, and then it won't look as out of place, see? I'm really happy with how that looks. No! Drop the primer on the floor. Let me make sure it didn't open. You can just enjoy Han's butt for now. So I grab that off the floor. Floor primer. Go. Okay, and then so again with the darker blue over here, see where we've got this really high highlight, kick it back down a little bit with the darker blue. It's like a glaze, but because we don't have time or the right brushes to sit here and glaze giant pieces of model, we're just gonna use the smoosh brush. And you could technically dry brush a model just like this. In fact, there's an artist in Australia, Victoria Lamb. She's a Slayer sword winner, I think. And she did an entire model dry brushing. But she did it in such a way that it all looks amazing. The light's definitely going to be hitting that spot. Oh, so now you can see pretty good. Get this knee. Didn't get that knee. Lighter color first. It's not coming off my brush. Why? There we go. Oh, see, there it goes. Tumble that around. Tumble with the circular motion. Painting this, because it's so big, I can paint it without my glasses on and still be pretty accurate. that. I'm pretty pleased with myself. Yes, okay. I feel like the pants look really good. There's a little shininess in here from the paint from the blue, but it doesn't bother me that much. I'm gonna end up fixing this with some matte sealer later anyway. All right, we're gonna rinse this out. Let's do the boots the same way we did the pants. So got black, and what happens when I put a little bit of purple and black in the shadows? Purple doesn't work, but let's try black with everywhere I'm seeing the contrast of black boot. Tumble this in. Sure this brush is dry though. It's a little bit blue-ish. Transparent black would be good for this one. Hold on a second. Let me grab the transparent black. That's coal black. Put all of my transparents with this lid because it's easier to find them when I'm looking for them on my desk. Well, now I don't know where my transparent black is. Tell you what, I will use this black indigo instead. It's a dark purpley black and it's nice and matte. See how that works. Masterful booty painting. Yes. Thank you. All right, so that purple did dry pretty nice, but it's got a little, like I said, it's got a little shine to it. So I'm gonna go ahead in here with this black indigo and see if that is better. It seems like it is. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of this white primer, mix it with, what do I want to mix? I want a gray, so I need the transparent black. This is a little lavendery color, so let's see what happens. I'm going to carefully, because black is really reflective, I want to really be careful where I'm putting my highlights with this lavender. Be sure it works. Okay, let's try to blend that in a little bit. Nope, that didn't work at all. That just smeared it all around because this brush is already too wet. So that means I'll just wipe that. Sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. Okay. Bring in with the white again. And I'm just going to put it only on the spots where it's really reflective. And then I'm going to, where's my other brush? This brush here is dry. And take the black, oh, that's not black, that's white. I was like, why isn't that working? Take that dark black lavender color. feather that over the white so I get like a lighter. It's sort of, kind of, not. I really need to find my transparent black. If not, well, I'm going to just use the coal black then. I can't find it. If I thin this out enough, it might make the same thing. Yeah. There we go. Dark. Okay, and then we're gonna buff that edge of that. Hey, AMP Services, how are you? What does AMP Services stand for? Is this indeed a sub-only stream online? Yes, it is. It is indeed. We've been doing, the first one I did was last week. We've been painting this Han Solo. We just finished his pants, by the way. Have a little hand booty there, which reminds me, I just found some more. Oops, that's the wrong color to buff into that. Armed miniature paint. Oh, that's cool. Like automatic self-promotion, huh? No idea how I'm able to chat. So the way it works is that when I have a sub-only chat, the first 4 minutes that you're watching, you'll be able to watch, and then you can decide if you want to subscribe and join in. So you at least get a little preview, and it's nice that way. We're happy to have you here. I'm looking to get offline. Ah, that's nice. You can definitely do that if you want to. Oh no, I know. I'm just teasing you. No, if I would have been thinking you were actually self-promoting, I would have said something. Don't worry. Ernie. Yeah, that's why you give subs. Yeah, so Painting Cribs gives subs so people can watch. You didn't want to lock anyone into being able to not be. Well, they could watch for 4 minutes. I mean, it's up to you. You can go ahead and raid whatever you like. Obviously, they might not stick around since they wouldn't be able to. So I totally wouldn't fault you. You want to try to raid somebody a little bit more accessible, but it's completely up to you. This is a cool project, though. I do have to say that. So. All right, we're working on. So you can kind of see this boot has a little color in it, and this boot doesn't. I'm leaning toward this one, but I don't think I want to. Boots. Cat Leanne, thank you for the subscription. 27 months now. Hold a second, I'm going to take a little stretch break. Everybody else can as well. Here's this is my Pepsi. I am not sponsored by Pepsi, and that's why you don't see the label on there. Let's hold this up and so you can see a little better. Can you see them? No? There we go. Better. Lighting's not so great. Flip them around again. Yes, thank you so much, Kat. Let's do this shirt now. Fix the edges on this. Better. There we go. Hey, Jen, how are you doing? Whoops. How's it going, Jen? Oh. All right, I got that mostly. So here's what I'm going to do to fix. There's obviously kind of some lines going on in here. I'm going to mix a gray with my black and my white. Now, white is a difficult color to paint for good reason. Ugh, let's mix more white. I'm just going to go in here on the edges of his clothing. I know this doesn't look good yet. So hopefully I can get this to work. I'm going to try to feather this out. Maybe. Picking up some of the paint. Okay. This is what I'm thinking that we need to do for the shirt, because his shirt is technically ivory. I need to go in with this dark warm gray and paint the whole shirt that dark warm gray and then work up to an ivory. Otherwise, it's probably not going to work out. So we're going to start with the bright neutral gray. That's going to be my base coat. This is the shirt is probably going to be the hardest thing on the whole model to paint. Pants are looking great. I know, I'm really happy with those pants. That did turn out good. Okay. This is the dark neutral gray. I'll work it up to an ivory. I might end up doing some wet blending, so you want to watch that. Okay, I'm going to stop right here, and then I'm going to paint this in sections. And I feel like that way, get the least amount of brush strokes, etc. Paint it in sections. Notice I'm using a big brush for this. Tiny little number 2. This is a 6, a flat 6. Okay, while it is still wet, I'm gonna get in here. First I gotta smooth things out because it's drying a little cakey already. Ah, Mauser Schmool, how are you? Where are you from, Mauser Schmool? Are you from Germany or Austria by chance? Thank you for that subscription. Mad love to you. Ivory. Yeah, we're gonna use this ivory right here. Go. Ugh, come on. Alright, so now, while it's still drying, to wet blend a little bit of this ivory in here, just on the top of the folds. See, that works. Leaving that gray in shadows. Oop, okay. Then I'm going lighter and lighter as I go up, because again, the more light, the brighter that. Blending it again. If it looks a little painterly, that's fine. It's a painting. All right, that looks decent. Go in later and work on it even more. but I've got at least some of my gray shadows in here, and I can even wet blend a little bit, maybe. Let's take a softer brush. Take. There it is now. How that looks. And what I'm hoping for, see, so we get some dynamic shadows in there. And just remember that when you're painting a larger model, the shadows are different. They fall differently. Yeah, thank you for the hype, painting critics. Appreciate that. Yeah, and I appreciate that sub, Mauser Schmool. Too. All right, I'm gonna go in and try to blend a little bit with this. This is the ivory. On the top of those folds. Now, as it's drying, I'm noticing, especially with the ivory, it is giving me some streaking, and that's to be expected a little bit. What it means is I just need to smooth, be patient, do multiple coats. Wet blend. We can even put a tiny bit of blue in here, kind of to reflect some of that blue in his pants. What happens? That actually a lot. And the blue actually makes it seem even more realistic. Does that make sense? Because it's reflecting a little bit. Oh, see, I just wiped up some of the paint. Take it slow. Can you guys see? Oops, here we go. This is definitely one of those situations where I want to wait for that to dry and so that I can scumble, because that's what's, I'm rushing too much. So what I'll do, go in here with my black, just crisp up my black line. Black covers everything. You really want to paint light to dark if you can. Okay, let's flip them upside down so we can get to this part easily. See all the little scribblies over here? They can always cover. Hard to go lighter once you make a mistake with a darker color. Okay. See that? Just crispening, is that a word? Crisping it up like that helps a lot. All right, real quick, I'm gonna go in here. I'm just gonna outline everything on his belt here with the black. It's essentially dark lining. Aw. Thank you for this for the host, Mikolas. How are you doing? How's your week been? Has it been crazy or calm or boring or what? My week has been very nice, actually. It's kind of funny, but I feel oddly, well, I've been used to this kind of like sequestering for a long time because I've been in self-isolation for a while. And I was just coming out of it when all of this went down. So it's funny, I was a little bitter at first, but now I actually feel kind of good about it because I feel like I am now a resource for other people going through this. And that makes me feel really good. And I can't tell you, if you're watching me now and you're appreciating that you have me to watch, it means so much to me. It makes me feel really, really happy. All right, so for whatever reason, that black did not do a single thing for the depth. So I'm gonna put a little purple in there instead, and we're gonna see if that does anything. Oh, you know what? I probably need to do some highlighting and everything on that. Or use an ink. Use an ink. Inks are shiny and they automatically are perceived like to have some depth. And you have, so the purple helped right away. Do that on no sides of the utility belt. Now, I remember right, these are like little white boxes because I have a Han Solo cosplay, and these were like little white boxes. Able to work from home currently, so not too bad. That's good. I'm glad. Yeah, we're pretty lucky, those of us who get to work from home. All right, back in the purple. Cover this black color for now, and I'm going to go back over it with a white. With that. Sides of that purple as well. All right. So let's pick some leather colors because he obviously has a brown leather belt. I'm going to look up a reference real quick on my phone. If I don't know where I put my phone now, is it pocket? It's this. All right. Han Solo, and let's look at his utility belt. The belt is like the most important part of the costume. And I figured that out because, all right, we need some reddish tones in here. Let's do this plus some black. Get a little bit of a redder brown. This is, by the way, it's the burnt orange. And I need a smaller smoosh brush or maybe a smaller dry brush. Let's try this fuzzy brush here and see if it works. Do a little black with that. Oh yeah, that's gonna look very nice. And I'm gonna start at the top because that's where most color is gonna be, and I'm gonna do on the side. And again, I'm stippling it on get too much, I can clear it around a little bit. And the blue and the orange kind of contrast really nice. Well, do that little circle thing. And if I do it in these, like I said, in these little kind of scrubbing circular motions, almost like I'm polishing that, it will feel more like leather. It already is. Again, down everywhere it's curving, so everywhere the leather is bent or curved, you get a little more of that orange. Right? Diomedes, I know if you're still watching. And then I can blend them together. So if you didn't know this, I don't know if Diomedes is still watching, but if you didn't know this, I had a custom Han Solo blaster holster made for myself because I knew that I was not going to be able to find. Ooh, that's too much orange right there. I wasn't going to be able to find, I'm short, and I wasn't going to be able to find one that would fit me because they're all going to be made for men, right? But I had one made specially from the person who makes prop quality. I think he might have been one of the people. I don't know if he was the guy who made them, but he is definitely the guy who makes them prop quality ones on the internet now. Diomedes pops up. I'm here, yay. So yeah, I got prop quality. It was $400, which I think was a pretty good deal for this blaster holster. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to wear it as much as I would have liked, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going over some of the other pieces here. There we go. Concentrating the orangey on the top of that holster where the light is going to hit it, and also on the curve. Painting leather is a lot like painting skin, and for the exact same reasons, because guess what? Leather is skin. So it's also not completely opaque. $400 for all that detail is a great deal. Yeah, I think so. Well, he has a pattern, and but look at this. So it comes with two belts. It's got this belt here, or no, I lied. It doesn't come with this belt. It just has this belt. It's got these little holders, and then it didn't come with the inserts. I had to buy those separately. I don't remember if it had this pocket or not. I don't think it had a pocket, but it did have a little holder for the, this model is not accurate. Oh no, I got paint on him. Hold on, emergency. I'm gonna see if I can get that off. See if I can just cover it. Maybe I can just cover it. This is the hazards of my desk. Let's cover it with black first. That'll kill it. And I'll go back over it with the blue after the fact. We'll let that dry. Look at my hands better. Okay, so back to the orange. I'm going to add a little bit of ivory to it, just a tiny bit of ivory to this orange, because on some spots, I'm going to just do little scratchy orange spots, right? Because it'll make it feel more, with leather, the more weathering and crap that you do to it, the more realism, it feels more real, right? And some little scratches, and then I can come back with my orangey, go back over that a little bit. Orange is a little bit transparent anyway, so you can kind of make your own little scratches with the orange as well by doing that. See how nice that looks? Okay. Hold it back a little bit. I'm just using the edge of my brush to go over, like I said, some of the spots that are more rounded are going to get more orange. That's how it's going to feel more real. Looking good. Now, if I were wanting to make this look like a oiled leather, I would take some brown ink after I do some of the scratching with the with this ivory. Hold on, watch what happens. Put this on. I know it's going to seem weird, but trust me, the underpainting, it does make a difference. I'm going to put that on here. Remember how I said that leather is skin? This is a really good example of this. Leather is skin. I'm using this ivory on here to create some texture here. Let that dry. Don't touch it. Okay? When we come back, we'll get into the inks and we'll mess with it. So speaking of inks, debating on using an ink to pick out some of the deeper shadows on the belt because I really think I need some. Got. Maybe I don't. There. Ooh, no, that's decayed metal. Dropping things again. Let's try this, like a mix of stuff. I don't know what's gonna do. Like I said, this is drying. That's still wet though. Need to let that completely cure. And then make sure my brushes are rinsed. All right, that's better. And okay, so I'll go in here. Oops. Yeah. And my hope is that this stays shiny a little bit. Putting this dark brown into the recesses of all these little grommets. By the way, if you ever want to do a Han Solo cosplay, these two, I don't know what they're called, 2 grommet belts are not easy to find. Not if you want it to be authentic looking anyway. I'm going to go ahead and even shade this metal here. And I might as well go ahead and put this over the metal here as well. Because once we're going to put some really nice, what do you call it? Metallics over that, and that's going to pop in a minute. All right, so that's drying. This is pretty dry. So now I'm going to get out. This is my secret weapon here. This is brown ink, and it is the flesh wash. That is the old Citadel flesh wash. I want you to see what's going to happen. It's got an orangey text or an orangey nest to it, right? That on there. I want to thin it out. I don't want it full strength. What happens when I go over this color? Remember how we put all that underpainting on there? I keep it smooth. It's harder to do with a big model, but on a small model, it's really easy. And it's going to dry a little bit shiny, which is what I want. And then I can go over it again. Let that dry. Try not to let there, because you have to be quick with the ink, because there will be, see how it's already kind of pooling in spots. That's okay. A little bit more ink on the sides here. And yeah, it makes it shiny. It does. See how it looking shiny? It's not dry yet, but when it is dry, we'll go back over it again with some other stuff and make it look even more like leather. Got some here. Yep. I'm trying to thin out the ink a little bit because there's much over on this side. Right, it's already starting to look like that oiled leather, right? So is it dry? It's dry. Now I take my regular orangey color and I feather that in. And it's matte, remember? Regular brown color too. This is dark umber. Okay. Now, I can kind of split the hairs with my brush. So it's kind of, and I can take some of that paint off and then with the brush. Now I'm killing some of that shininess by just not dry brushing, but just brushing over that. You just want layers because leather is a layered thing. That matte will come in. It'll look good with that layer of, and then a little bit of that orange still. And in a little, with this ivory, you can come in here, give it a couple little scratches and stuff, put the holster in the top. And then, again with that, I've glazed over that, over those scratches with the ink again a little bit. Did we lose our music? We did. Go ahead and, oh, we did. Oh, we got some music. Hi, Rubaka, how are you? painting Han Solo's blaster holder right now. Get stuff on it. All right, so, and I've got these Dark Star, where are they? Lamuna sent me these Dark Star paints. I'm gonna try these out on Han's belt. He's got some grommets and some different little doodads. Do I need a special brush with these at all? Do you know, Lamunas, if you're here? Uh-oh, I just ripped the bag open. Oh well. Bye-bye bag. All right, we've got 3 colors. Genuine Vision was supposed to get me a whole set of these. It was like $150. And unfortunately, he is not going to be able to send them right away. Water-based primer or acrylic base coat recommended. Okay, so they are water-based, so I don't have to use a special brush. We have blue steel, bright steel, and Baroque. Ooh, I like that, Baroque. All right, I'm going to use the dark steel first. Blue steel, rather. And do I need to, it looks like, oh, that's very nice. I like how they come out of the thing. I like these bottles. They're nice and soft, easy to squeeze. Yeah, good. Okay, let's take this. Oh, these are nice. So, painting all the metal part right here. And this buckle over here, I didn't get that last time. I'm guessing there's a buckle here as well, but I'm just guessing. And then there's a little snap. Okay, so these are nice. They remind me a lot of the Prochrome, actually. Also, let's see, this is the bright steel. That's the brightest one. This is the Baroque. Let's go with Baroque next. Okay. I like that a lot. Ooh, these really layer nice. How long have you been using these, Lamunas? Go on these little grommets that I missed last time. You haven't yet? Oh, okay. You should have tried them. Well, I'm glad you sent them to me. I really appreciate it. I would definitely like to try a full set of these. Okay, let's do that last lightest color. This is the bright steel. It's got a little bit of a purpley tint to it, at least on the outside of the bottle. Let's see how it looks. Might end up having to use a little bit of the Prochrome metal medium as well to get that final ding. Your favorite metallics? Oh, you've used them too? 3-0. You like them? All right, so let's go around the edge metal here. They really do blend nice. And I was told that you can actually polish these. Somebody told, I think it was Jan, said that you can actually polish them because they've got mica in them. Oh, look at that highlight. Oh, so pretty. What? So nice. All right, I'm pretty hooked. If they have a metallic medium, then I'm definitely going to be sold. Darker metal down here. Very, very nice. Oh, I love it. How's that look on camera? Shiny. Very cool. Full set comes with the medium. Oh, that's right. All right, so last thing on his belt I'm going to do is the metallic medium, which is this one. This is not the Dark Star, but it's the Pro Krill, so we'll just work with that. Full set comes with one of these, though. That's good to know. Shiny. It is shiny. I'm going to just put top. Really nice. It blends with this too. Okay, that's awesome. And then take a little grommet here, and a little grommet here. Let those dry. And then hit this with the highlight on the bottom. Yes. Great. Okay. Now I need to look at a reference for the rest of his belt. That is awesome. I'm not wild about a shirt, but what are you gonna do? I feel like I might need to go in and airbrush, smooth it out a little bit. Do this. That's the thing about painting white or any kind of light color, is a lot of times it's just so much better when it's airbrushed. Glazing it over that gray, just hopefully to down that shadow. Feels very aggressive. Okay. Let that dry. It's starting to look really nice. You guys see? There's a lot to do though, because it's such a big model. All right, I need to look at the reference real quick. I'm gonna put him down. Again, this is this isn't a mini. It's a maxi. This is an old 1980 or 1993 vinyl resin kit, or so not even resin, vinyl kit, garage kit from the company Screamin. I don't even think it's in business anymore. And I've had this in my studio for about 5 years, and I've been wanting to paint it. And so we decided we'd do a little special subscriber-only stream for this. Am I planning on doing another set of tabletop ready minis to auction? You want another shot? I don't have any plans this minute, but I could do something. I like the idea of doing some more Kingdom Death minis, Diomedes. What do you think of that? You could do something like that. Get in here. I totally missed this. Crap. Get painted over. Oh, that's that. I'm leaving that little black on the edge as my drop shadow. Go. And then let's go back in here and fix that schmutz spot that we had up here. Better. There. So yeah, this is a Screamin kit. It's like I said, I don't think this company's in business anymore. You can find these kits on eBay. They're not cheap. They're like $60 some. But if you're dedicated, you might be able to find one for a good deal eventually. I got this one for like $11, so I got it for a steal on eBay at the time. No, I'm getting stuff all over him. Thankfully, this is primer. Let's fix that right now. Much easier to paint black on my cakes. Hopefully his vest is black too. This is why I'm scared to airbrush also. I think I'm gonna mess it up. All right, everything needs to dry. Hold on, set that. Let's not set it down on the wet paint rags. How about that? I need a little stretch break again. You've seen a couple of anime vinyl garage kits that you're half tempted to buy. Seems a little daunting. So that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to show you guys, is it may be daunting, but the biggest thing is use bigger brushes. I mean, look at how fast we painted up just that lower half of his body, and look at how nice it looks. And I will tell you right now, when I get this guy done, it is gonna be so satisfying on a lot of levels, because one, this is, you know, a big model, and it's gonna look awesome on display. Two, it's one of my favorite fandoms. Seriously, that's what garage kits are all about. They're all about the fandom. A bit of dark lining in there again. And then we'll do some orangey. Put the brown back in there too. Oh, that's right. I was gonna look up some references for Han. He definitely has that little pouch with the snap, and this is a droid collar. This right here, this little thing here is a droid collar, which I found out when I was researching my costume. All right, let's look up Han Solo belt. Yes, belt and holster. Bam. Okay. Oh, he's got a lot of grommets. Let's open this. There's one on Etsy? What? Oh. Diomedes, there is one on Etsy for $415. It's nowhere near as nice as mine. I'll send you the link because it's not anywhere near as cool as mine. Yeah, I don't think it's worth $400. I think he's just pricing it off of the other guy, and that's mint. That's what I mean. I got a great deal. I did get a great deal, and I got a really quality piece of leatherwork. I'm saying. All right. You know what I just noticed? This belt is not accurate because there's another belt in the back. Where actually it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be a metal piece right here, which I can actually probably paint that in myself. It's like a hexagonal piece that's supposed to be right here. What do you think? He's looking really... See if I can get a good light on him. Can you see? Look at how good he's looking. Look at that. Just the lower half is what we've been working on. Somebody clip that. Did you get it? That's so me, isn't it? Oh, that's so me too. Hi, Zactana. How are you doing? Get this light back up here. Okay. All right. We are getting really close to just having a spot where I was going to look up the little holster items. So there's these two little boxes. I think they're batteries is what they are in real life. Let's see if I can find out what they're called here. There we go. Here we go. Hand solo belt accessories. Oh, there's you can buy the hardware on it by itself. Okay, here we go. Yes. Greeble. I forgot about that. So these are, it says Greeble set of 3. So I remember there's one other pouch that goes right here, and it's got a canister of like a CO2 canister, and then there's these 2 white battery things. They call them Greebles, and I did order those. And I got resin ones, and I think maybe they were real. Yeah, they were resin. But yeah, Greebles and a joy collar. All right, let's go back overhead and paint. See if you can see. Can't see it, but you can see the Greeble and the droid collar. Put that aside. This is going to be, we're going to start with the gray. And we'll work up to white. I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm leaving that little drop shadow right there. That looks good. It looks pretty good just as the white. Yes, yes, that looks awesome. And then on the top of these, I'm just going to go ahead and those white as well for now. and then I'm gonna carve out, make sure they go. Great. Looks like it's kind of cartoony at the moment, but that's okay. Okay. On, it's coming together. I've got a lot of stuff yet to do. I think I really want to do this shirt offline because I think it's going to take a lot more time and patience than I really am going to be able to have off stream. Let's take a look at that. Yes, but yeah, I'm off myself. It's about time to go because I got to go pick up some stuff from my dietitian. So let's see who else is online. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to shut off music and put on the end stuff. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I definitely have a lot of fun doing these subscriber-only streams. Let's see who's on. There's Hannah. I'm going to raid Hannah Hanabi again. Oh wait, Studio J is on? Well, let's raid Hannah Hanabi. I love her. All right, go ahead and punch that raid button. I'll be back tomorrow for my regular time as a regular subscriber or follower stream. Everybody can watch, anybody can watch. And I think I'm going to start working on possibly Lamunis's bust. So we'll see. So cross your fingers if I can get those started. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, 2:30 to 5:30 GMT -6. Good. Punch that raid button. There you go. Boom. Bye, guys.
Take your time, steady, yeah.